Hey Pisces, welcome to High Priestess Healing Tarot, where you are the High Priestess, baby. Say it, Pisces, I am the High Priestess. Let's see what messages Spirit has for us today. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Ancestors. Wow! Archangel Michael, please help me in pulling insights for the High Priestess Collective. Highest timelines, highest messages for the High Priestess. Wow, collective, that's crazy. One more. All right, we got the Lovers. Six of Cups. And the Two of Swords. There is some sort of progress here. I'm getting a sweet offer. Sweet offer. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Oh my God, with the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom and the Emperor. If these are people, this is a sweet work offer. This is a sweet offer from a father figure or a zaddy. You know, put the pieces where they go. This could be a romantic offer gesture. This could be an invitation. Why Two of Swords? That's so that is so typical. Like something sweet comes in and we have to be like, wait, on guard. Can I trust this? Let me sniff this out, you know? Whatever this offer is, it's something you don't need. Oh my God, and the lawn fucking mowers now. Yeah, it's something you don't need. So maybe that's why it's so sweet. What am I talking about? Smash the love button. I love it. Okay, let's go card by card. Ready? The Lover's card is Gemini energy. It's the choice, right? It's the Garden of Eden, which represents free will. You don't have to say yes to this. You also don't have to do anything for this to come in. There's a sweet offer, a sweet gesture, a sweet invite, a sweet message, or a sweet, this could even be something of appreciation. It's something you don't need. I can't emphasize that enough. You don't need this thing that comes in. It just adds to the day. It adds to if you're on a journey right now, especially if we talk work-wise, if you're on a contract journey where you're like attempting to climb a ladder or make some sort of documented moves for your own growth, this thing that comes in feels like encouragement or recognition of what you have done thus far. You don't need it, but it is like some nice like motivation of like, oh wow, this person sees me, or this person sees what I've done. Actually, that's the message like through and through, you know, even if however this is coming up. The other thing is with the Lovers, the people, the feminine and masculine on this card, they're naked, right? So there's authenticity that's already embedded in your expression of self. And the authenticity is also mirrored in the offer you're getting. So this person, or I guess it could be like a business, like an entity, right? Not an entity like beyond the veil. Not those. Well, I guess it could be. That's not what I meant though. They are authentically offering you this sweet gesture. It's like truly like no one's blowing smoke up your cute little rear end, you know? Yeah, you don't need it. This is just like very nice. So show me, it's gonna be coming from an Aries, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini, Virgo. There's some sort of smoke has risen. Oh, smoke. The smoke has risen. I'm like fixating on the smoke now. If there was a smoke screen around you for the last, I don't know, 6 months, 2 years, what would that mean? Smoke screen? Let's just say if there were, people couldn't see what you were doing, or didn't see your vision, or you were operating beyond visibility, like keeping your work or your healing or your progress or your lifestyle private, sacred, not secret. The smoke is clearing, so it's visible what you're doing, not just to this person, but to more people. So there's also an element here, Pisces, if you feel like vulnerable and exposed lately, of like, oh, I'm more on display, or like the work I'm doing on myself, the changes I've made in my lifestyle, or the work that I'm doing career-wise, like there's a vulnerability and exposed energy here that can leave you feeling vulnerable, like sensitive, like heightened sensitivity. That's okay. That's like part of this process. It's because that smoke screen is lifting that you're getting this offer. Someone's able to like see what you've been doing behind the smoke. If I was going to read this in a more shadowy way, the smoke being cleared could be like if there was a misconception around character, specifically around something that was verbalized a long time ago. Yeah. It's like someone could have taken your words that perhaps you tried to communicate something in like the most intentional and honest way. That doesn't always mean like cushy and soft though, right? Gemini is like light sword, dark sword. But this feels like for some of you, you communicated something very intentionally and clearly. And there could have been people who don't speak or comprehend at the vibrational frequency that you were speaking at. So they took it through the lens of their wounding, and they not twisted your words, but I think there was smoke around your words, you know, misconception around who you are, what you're doing, or maybe your intention. And now the smoke is clearing and the build is visible, or the progress is visible. That's actually kind of really beautiful. That's like, it feels a little bit like underdog story. And if it's not an underdog, it's like somebody may have, somebody or a group could have misunderstood a choice that you made, that you were choosing from a place of, I have to follow what my insides are telling me to. And it was maybe taken wrong. Or not wrong, but yeah, taken in a way that like was not an accurate depiction of who you are and what you were doing. But the sun is out and the smoke is clearing now. That feels separate. That feels like part of your story, but this gesture that comes in is separate from that smoke. Also, there's a little bit of like, you don't want this smoke. you don't want this heat. Smash the love button for that. Show me the choice. Show me the choice. It's so nice to get something you don't need. What up? That is abundance. Wow. Wow, and that's sequence 6-7 Chariot. Movement forward, victory and success. The choice is going to be like, this could be so many things. Wow, like someone could be offering you intel or an opportunity to move faster on the path that you're already on. Somebody could literally be offering travel, or somebody could be offering some type of blueprint, skill set, cheat code in the video game that makes something you're doing easier so that you can arrive at victory and success faster. It looks like you're kind of already sitting in an element of fruition already. There's something that you have done that has come to fruition. The only like next step from this 9 of Pentacles is 10. So it's actually like 10 is success through collaboration. So this actually is giving, there's a level of success that you have achieved through your independence that is it's giving a little glass ceiling, not in a limiting way, but like you've come really far for the solo journey. You actually have a choice now to, both of these cards, yeah, you have a choice now to partner. And this partnership, it might not be like partnership, we'll get clarity. This might just be like, are you going to accept the help they give or accept the offer that they provide? Doesn't always have to be this like side-by-side thing, but yeah, look, Ace of Swords at the bottom. Wow, Queen of Cups underneath that. The Kabbalah Tree of Life is depicted in the background of the Ace of Swords here. The Kabbalah Tree of Life is also depicted on the Ten of Pentacles. So it's like this Ace of Swords, this message, this communication, is offering something that technically you don't need, that can lead you on this pathway towards more materialized success, materialized abundance, even though you don't need it. Yeah, because this is for somebody who actually got themselves out of scarcity mindset and perhaps even scarcity materialization. You know, like sometimes we live in scarcity mindset, but our outside is not reflecting that to an extent. And other times we're living in scarcity mindset and it is visible on the outside where the scarcity is. This is Queen of Cups, somebody who actually like intuited their way out of that. That means you allowed your healing journey, your mindset shifting, your meditation practices, your healing practices and rituals to shift your mind out of scarcity into... Ace of Swords to me is always clear cognizance, but to me, like in regards to scarcity and abundance, it's like all-knowing, omniscient. I just said that in a reading yesterday. It's like, I actually do have all the keys and the codes, so I know how to get myself out of this. And it looks like you did. You moved up the staircase. That's probably why this is coming in too. Because it's like, you got yourself where you needed to be, or need to be, or you're getting yourself independently into this zone. And once you show yourself like, oh wow, I'm able to do so much on my own, there's like this influx of magnetism. Anything else for this choice, pathway, success? Choice, pathway, success. I don't want to go, oh my friggin' God. Drop it in the live chat, in the comments, Pisces. Say it. I am the High Priestess. Did you know this was coming? Or are you like so tucked in behind the veil, doing your thing, that you didn't see it coming? I can't tell. I don't want to go, That's Maroon 5, I think. Twos are still choices. Maybe you knew this was coming. Show me one on the High Priestess. Wow. This is giving, so the Queen of Wands is the shadow work queen, right? What I mean when I say shadow work queen is she is the one that goes into her shadow to clear the density of past traumas and wounds that are contributing to mindsets and density in the mind and body that prevent her from shining or succeeding or calling in more. This is giving this thing that comes in that technically you don't need, that actually can propel you forward. It's like your higher self knew to put you on this journey of that Five of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords, because you would end up in the pathway of receiving this choice. Your High Priestess energy, your High Priestess healing navigation system got you to this point, and this is the point on the highway that this offer can come in. And it's like your free will honored that High Priestess energy. This is also coming at a time where there's something that you've curated, materialized, or manifested that you're very happy with. And this can be something very small, proof of like, oh my God, this really does work. Or it can be grander than that. Highly magnetic. Highly magnetic. Okay, so show me the offer, the Six of Cups. Smash the love button. Baby, baby. Six of Cups is being clarified by Seven of Cups, so it's your choice. Show me a little bit more on the Seven. Seven of Cups is sometimes illusion, confusion. His body language is like, can I choose this? Can I have this? There's literally ladders in this card. Not chutes and ladders. But for real, like this thing that comes in, you don't need it, but it's actually going to give you a leg up if you choose it. Chutes and ladders. What's chutes is slides, right? So here's a little, there's a little for the recovering hypervigilance and people who are recovering from manipulative abuse, right? Sometimes when positive things come in, we will analyze them in the way that we wish we analyzed when like manipulative things came in. And that's like a result of the trauma, right? Like, I don't know that I can trust this because in the past when I trusted X, Y, and Z, I got burnt bad, right? That's the energy of this card, is like this choice shows room for growth and elevation. But there is an evaluation of how valid, there's an evaluation of the validity of this offer. Okay, but Nine of Swords is at the bottom. To me, Nine of Swords with the Seven of Cups, this is PTSD stuff. No shade though, like I'm speaking of this because I also am recovering of this. You know, someone can say something kind and I will immediately be like, let's just see, like, is it kind? You know, or do they want something from me? But it's PTSD. Six of Pentacles is equal give and take. According to these cards, you know, you trust you, but the cards are highlighting a ghost, you know? A monster under the bed. Show me the Six of Cups, Seven of Cups. Wow. I feel floopy. Like, I don't even feel like I'm in my body reading this. Ace of Cups, this is so nice. Maybe that's why it's so scary. Ace of Cups is so sweet. This is also like, it's just for you. It's just for you. Show me the ace. Oh my God, how funny is this? Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands. So something that might come up when you receive this offer that of course you don't need, but it looks like you are ready to receive, is there may be a story loop that plays in your head around, am I able to hold this? Am I able to receive this? Am I worthy of this? But it also looks like as the story loops play, your higher self is also igniting excitement to accept this. It's okay if you can hold both things. You can hold and recognize, oh, this is my mind showing me it's scared by playing egoic fear loops. And I can trust the excitement that I'm also feeling around receiving this offer that I don't need, but it would be very nice to have it. 8-8 is prosperity. Now you have, let's see. You have 7-7 alignment, 8-8 prosperity, 6-6 progress forward, 2-2 master builder. This is kind of crazy. So this is something coming in as a result of the progress you've already built within the self. And the bottom of the deck is Ace of Pentacles. This is a real offer. I'm a real boy. For real, Pinocchio. Like, oh God, Pisces. Death, Ten of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. This looks like an exercise for us to trust what our eyes are seeing and trust what it is that we're sensing versus... So there's going to have to be some level of awareness of a mental loop versus sensing. And some of you are going to be able to identify those two separate things. This like wound that's being touched a little bit, it doesn't look like it's not like a finger in the wound. It's just like just enough to shake it. Just 8 of Swords, just enough to shake it up. Just enough to shake it up a little. That's okay. That might be coming up so you could see how far you've come from past offers that were not trustworthy. My therapist always says, make a list of the evidence. What is the evidence at hand? But this Ace of Pentacles is like something you can plant and root. So the offer that they're making, that technically you don't need it, it's like that one last pentacle that can be added to this 9 of Pentacles, right? And that's 10. And 2 10s is a 20. That's resurrection. Okay. So, advice for Pisces over here. 6 of Wands. Wow. So this is like be seen, be recognized, allow yourself to, this is like allow yourself, give yourself permission. The crowd is cheering. So it's like someone really, I think someone's a fan of you. You know, they're like in the workplace or something, they're like, you just do things in a way that's helpful and present and clear. You might even like stick to yourself a little bit, and that might be something very appealing, that you don't get caught up in the smoke. You don't want this smoke. So if you're a little bit more on the outskirts, outliers of like workplace scenarios or community stuff, where you're like, I'm not getting caught up in all that chat. This is something someone likes about you. The 6 of Wands is also associated with Jupiter. So Jupiter is big blessings, expansion. So this offer, again, though you don't need it, this is something to expand you. Okay, so tell me about the expansion. You know what? I keep picturing them and I'm not saying it, but I want to ask about the ladder. Show me the ladder. Tell me that's the Queen of Wands. It is. I don't have my glasses on. Queen of Wands. The ladder is the Queen of Wands. It's like you attracted an opportunity to elevate or expand that literally matches your frequency, or the frequency that you're stepping into. You know what I just learned about sunflowers? Sunflowers point their, like, we'll say face, right? They point their face towards the sun. That's where they get their name. If a sunflower can't find the sun on like an overcast or a cloudy day, do you know what they do? They point their faces at one another. They like radiate. It's almost like looking in the mirror. Mirror. They look in the mirror at like one another for the vibes, which is like when you have a counterpart, a teammate, someone alongside you, like a ride or die, you know, where it's like, I can't find the sun. It's really cloudy today. Oh my God, I'm going to cry, guys. And they're like, I got you though. I'm the sun today. You can, you know, take my light today. I got enough. Take my overflow today. And vice versa. That's the energy here of this ladder. So if someone's throwing you a ladder, Pisces, it's because they see something in you that's like them. And if this isn't a person and this is more of like a conceptual opportunity, that's the universe being like, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You know, like my grandma used to sing that, like you are really doing it. You're really finding gratitude in the small things. You're really loving the light that you hold, this little light of mine. You're really grounding in your creativity and power. You're really honoring your processes and keeping your intentions pure. Stunning. It's really stunning. Foofy woofy, that got me super choked up. Can you show me the 2 of Swords? I feel like we kind of know it, right? Oh, that didn't come out. 2 of Swords for Pisces. 2 of Cups in reverse, because some shit didn't work out in the past. breakup, separation, disharmony, rejection, distrust, self-love, disinterest, bad communication, withdrawal, division. That bad communication got me because, like, the Lovers is communication. It's mercurial. And there's, like, a backstory here about, like, you spoke something of truth. You were integral, right? And it looks like there was smoke associated with it. Not because of you, but because that is just the human psyche. Humans are going to human like that. And maybe that, like, left a little imprint here. Show me one more. Oh, just one, but... yeah, King of Swords, Ten of Swords, King of Pentacles. Oh, damn. Nine of Wands, the Empress, Temperance. Jeez, especially if it's like a whole family thing. My God. So many people. Show me just one. Just one. A little more on this. Two of Swords, Two of Cups in reverse. Four of Cups. Apathy. You know what? That apathy word is making me think what you've been offering this whole time, but especially back then, that story I'm touching, back then, the thing that you said that, like, kind of ignited smoke, but not because of you, because of misconception. Did that result in apathy of others around who and what you are, or what it is that you're building in the smoke behind the veil? It's like somebody didn't get appreciation and now you're getting it. That's what this is like, you know what, Pisces, I think you got to take this because some people are going to have to eat their words. There's just something about words, guys. Like, your words are holding up through time and space, and the smoke is clearing around someone else's words that didn't hold validity. And that's tied to a pattern that you used to find yourself in. Maybe around the home space or maternal energy or something. One more with the twos and then we'll back out. Three of Pentacles, yeah. Three of Pentacles to me in this case is like you were part of a group of three. Sometimes it doesn't matter how clear you're speaking. People hear through the lens of how healed they are. People hear and see through the lens of how healed or how not healed they are. So if somebody's wounds are still very, you know, on the surface, that's what they're going to interpret you from. And that's, you know, that's not your problem or anything. And also, I hope you can recognize that this is a mental loop, perhaps, that's creating fear for when this beautiful offer that you don't need comes in. Maybe the fact that you don't need it makes you question it too, because you're like, why are you giving this to me? Can you show me that? Why are you giving this to me? Because you're so brave? No, I'm so serious. This is like to protect you too. This has happened before in readings. The source of which you are getting this thing is not really where you're getting this thing. Source is moving through that person to give you this thing. And everything that you've done up until now has served a purpose. There's a new beginning with this offer, technically, that you don't need, that's actually going to put you in a new geometric pattern of the universe. So this is another kind of ascension, but it's like, it's a dimensional hop. A dimensional hop, or like we could say like a timeline shift. But this feels like there's going to be completely new players, completely new experiences, like new. And you're very protected here. The beads on her chest. Oh my God, who am I hearing? The beads on her chest are connected to the beads around the High Priestess that are mirroring the berries from the or the seeds from the pomegranates. So this is fertile. There's a fertile new beginning, a fertile new geometric pattern, which is essentially a dimension. So you're this offer, though you don't need it, if you take it, it's actually scooting you into a whole other realm. New players, new contacts, new network, new people, new choices, new pathways, new opportunities here. And it's very exciting. You're holding the Ace of Wands. It's very exciting. And a purple amethyst in your left hand. So you're protected, purple amethyst, but also purple amethyst is like igniting psychic ability. Like this high priestess energy got you here. Maybe there's a recognition of like, oh shit, I listened to this inkling years ago and it got me here. And now that I'm here, this is what I'm doing. That's so crazy. I better keep listening to these inklings. There's a scene from Greece where one of the pink ladies goes, a lock of hair from her chest. And for my greasers out there, I don't know why this is coming up. It's like something surprising. Oh, and people hating on it. I forget her name, Chacha Di Gregorio, right? She pulls like a charm out of her boobs and like gives it to one of the, I guess to Kaniki. And one of the pink ladies is like, what did she just give him? And she's like, a lock of hair from her chest. But that's not what it was. Smoke. It's not what it was. That was haterade smoke. It doesn't have to be that intense, right? It can just be, sometimes this is subconscious when you can, a lot of times this is subconscious. You can just sense people's, you know, eyes and subconscious eyes. All right, show me this new dimension for Pisces. That was the Ten of Pentacles. Two of Swords, taking the blindfold off. Taking the blindfold off. Taking the blindfold off. Here we go. Page of Pentacles at the bottom. This is coming into balance, allowing the light to overshadow any darkness or doubt. Letting your guides, yes, free you. Judgment call. A new dimension, baby. King of Wands, this could be a new business venture, or there's a new element of your fire energy coming online where the feminine fire is subconscious and illuminating. The masculine fire is executing on the light. Yeah, look, the Hermit in the dark, executing on the light now. Okay, show me, what do they have in store for this? Queen of Cups at the bottom, confirming. Yes, Two of Cups. This is like help from your friends. I get by with a little help from my friends, but it might be friends, but it might be somebody in a position on the ladder that's ahead of you a bit. What can Pisces expect in this new dimension, this freedom? Bro, Eight of Pentacles. You're going to be so good here. You're like made for this. You're made for this. You're made for this. You are made for this. Oh my God, I'm stimming. You're made for this. A new sensation. And this has been, okay, let's see. You're made for this. Your decision making. There's something about like your decision making abilities that you've curated over the last few years that has become quite astute. And it's the thing that helps the other aspects of you grow. So if this is like work, like you have, it's keen, like you're on your toes, you're able to like pivot or decide or execute or like locates. This is very quick, King of Swords. Like he's on his throne, but he's on his throne because like it just takes him a second to like pop up and like do what he needs to do. This is beneficial to this new dimension. Show me the energy around them in the dimension. Holy God. The energy around them is the Hierophant. It's a higher level commitment. So this could be more responsibility. But this actually brings you closer to your connection to divinity and way more trust of your girl. When the High Priestess and the Hierophant come out in a reading, that means there is a spiritual reveal about the self-actualization journey that you're on. So this new dimension, interesting that it's pentacle heavy and your mind heavy. But over here, like, we had to overcome this mental loop that's going to present some fear of like, I don't know if I can trust this. When you enter this dimension, this frees your soul and eliminates some sort of limitation. It's grounded and present in your everyday life. So this is going to impact your everyday life. The Seven of Pentacles can also be people around you who are very like, they're all gardeners. So they value the process of planting a seed and patience for the cultivation of cultivation of creation. They respect and value that. So you're going to be introduced to more people who are doing this thing. And this commitment is truly bringing you closer to this intuitive process that you have, that maybe like all of the seeds are like blossoming into a garden now, and you can be like, holy goodness, this is like the pentacle proof of when I follow my intuition, at some point the evidence around me is undeniable. So now I can invest more in this intuitive process, intuitive decision making. You unlock something here. This could also be, the Hierophant is a teacher. So you're learning from somebody who, it could be you're learning from someone who, again, is like several steps ahead in the ladder. Whatever that means. The ladder doesn't have to be corporate, right? This can be in volunteer efforts. It could be in spiritual practices or rituals. This could be in love. Like someone who is just like a little bit ahead in terms of like experience. Anything else on the Hierophant? Smash that love button. Okay, and we're closing with the Chariot. That's crazy. You know what? Whoever gives this to you, whoever's offering this offer, they are like you. They're very like you, but they might not look like it. Or I say look like it, seem like it in behavior. They might not seem like it in word choice. They might not seem like it in lifestyle. But they know the pathway to the success that you specifically are looking for. And you've done enough on your own where Spirit's like, hey, I'm going to send in a rep. This rep is going to show you the way, but your responsibility is going to be, can I recognize the loop that wants to hold me back, and will I overcome it and become successful in overcoming it? Smash the love button for that. Baby. Pisces, I love you so much. Hold my hands. Take a gentle inhale through the nose along with the weed whacker outside. We are peaceful. This is what the practice is all about. Let the white noise of the weeds being whacked soothe you. Imagine the weed whacker whacking the looping thoughts of limiting beliefs from your mind. If you didn't release your breath yet, I'm so sorry. Please release your breath. I'm sending you so much Reiki, love, light, and healing. Pisces, drop it in the live chat. Drop it in the comments. I am the High Priestess. Yes, you are, baby.